So just before we play our first of two massive games today, we returned slightly earlier on the Saturday afternoon with our game coming on the Sunday at home to Southampton, because at midday today, Arsenal are away at Ellen Road. And this is the only game of their remaining three fixtures where I could see them potentially slipping up in. They should beat Crystal Palace in their final game of the Emirates this year. Watford away should be a banker. By that point, the Hornets are probably already mathematically relegated. But Leeds United have been really good in this save. They've won the Europa Conference League. They've been in Europe a couple of seasons in the five. And they still have an outside shot at Europa League football with 3 games to go. This is the only game where Arsenal might stumble. So Leeds, lads, I'd love you forever if you could take points off the Gunners today. Fingers crossed. Fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, they're going to win the other two, which means that we'll have to do the same. They leapfrog us on goal difference. Alright. Okay. Well, I said it. If we're going to win something in this save, it needs to be the hard way. We need to win at least 2 of our remaining 3, and we can't afford a loss now in our final 3 games. Bollocks. Yo guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of the FM Reboot. It's episode number 60, and today we're returning with potentially the penultimate episode of season 5, if not the third last episode of this season. Because heading into today's episode, as you can see, we've got the Saints at home in our third final Premier League game, and then Mönchengladbach home in the second leg of the Europa League semi-final after our 1-0 loss in Germany. I'm not going to say we've got a mountain to climb. We've got a steep hill to climb, there's no doubt about that. And after Arsenal's victory at Ellen Road in yesterday afternoon's kickoff, as you can see, we've dropped to second place in the table on goal difference, but of course we have this, our game in hand. I've mentioned it, we can afford to drop points in one of our remaining 3, but if we do drop points, we can't lose. It needs to be at least a draw. That will give us the title, but so will 3 straight wins. So why don't we just target that? So heading into the game, Southampton, this is our penultimate game at Molineux in the Premier League this season. On the back of our loss on Thursday night, there are a few changes to our lineup, but none to the tactics. Viscardi went down in an under-18s game. Everyone else is fine. Itunai in goal. The back 4 is like Nuri, Big Chris, Johan and Max Aaron, Ward-Prowse and Forsby once again through the middle. Jota and Nato on the wings, and Buendia supporting Silva up top. On the bench, Henderson, McTominay, Williams, Keita, Jordan, Traore and Jimenez as well. First of the 2, it is massive. If we fail to get points in our game in hand, we remain in second and destiny is in Arsenal's hands. Come on, Wolves. I'd say Southampton are going to be safe. I think they will be. I know they are in 17th place, just 1 above the drop, but I think the bottom 3 now is how it's going to remain. But there is still pressure for Southampton. They could get a big point in this game or a big win and that will guarantee survival, but the stakes are far higher for us, of course, going for the title. And 1.5 minutes in, we had the chance, but the Saints will clear. Haven't lost at Molineux more than once all season long. That was against Everton, of course, so whenever we're at home, we feel very confident indeed, despite what has been very inconsistent form lately, as Nato fires off target. It's okay, it's alright, decent start. Yeah, there you are, Southampton, they're 6 points clear if they get a point in this game. Magpies will have 2 in hand, but even so, that's a tall order for Newcastle, really needing to win. I'd probably say at least 3, no, probably at the very least 2 of their final 4 games. But half an hour in, and had an early chance, but other than that, not much. Not much at all. Come on. It's yours, Chris. Get it on the deck, son. There we go. And now Buendia in the centre circle. Plays a long ball through to Silva. He'll need a teammate, so wisely holds it up and pegs it back. And Nato dispossessed and Southampton clear, but Forsby wins it back. Games like these are just so bloody tense, you know. You just need a goal to settle some nerves. 50 for Jota. This in his second stint, one of the biggest. And once again, the guy that got the assist. Look, Unai this season is going for the Golden Glove and might well end up with it. Johan, as a wonder kid, is probably the best we've got in this team alongside Keita. But Max Aarons, man. What a buy from Norwich. The assist he's got this season, incredible. Back to top spot, 3 points will be the gap again if results stay the same. Come on. Come on, Wolves. Come on. I know we've bottled a lot in this save. I haven't got another point on the end of that. It's just a fact, isn't it? As Ward-Prowse gives it away, forgets he's playing in the amber now, and Southampton win it back, but Buendia regains possession for Wolves. I'm trying to be as calm as possible, you know, because I've had my heart broken too many times. Oh, what the fuck was that? What was that? Are you kidding me, Fabio? Do you know where the goal actually is sometimes? You're supposed to be an elite striker, and every now and then, your finishing ability is like bloody... I don't even know. What was that? How can you be an elite striker and miss so badly easy chances like that? It's ridiculous. Silva, Nato, Jota, come on, no, it was too tight of an angle to be fair. He was never going to squeeze it in from there. We were going for the kill early in this second half. But we just haven't had that instinct. We got 2 great chances, we've missed them both, and here's the third. Come on, you know the saying. Third time's the charm. Nato. Fucking yes! It's 2-0 Wolves. Well, if he can't score, he can set them up. Silva pops the ball out wide to Nato on the edge, and that is a brilliant first time. Really weird though, because it was so central. I thought the goalkeeper should have at least got a touch on it, but hey, we don't mind. Pedro, not quite as good as he was in the first half of the season, but that's a crucial goal, as our 2 inside forwards get 1 each. And we're half an hour away from going top again. Good. Well, definitely felt we were the favourites, and considering how good our home form has been this season, this is the result most would have expected. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Unai claims. Every time a cross goes into my box, I'm sweating. Traore off the bench, receiving a long kick out. Silva to wrap it up. Good night, Saints. Wolves get the win. And we're going top of the table by 3 points again. And we're 4 points from the Premier League. And I just don't know how to feel about it. Because I talked about it. If we were to bottle the title from where we were, it would be a choke. I can't even imagine the meltdown I'll have if we don't win the title now. I don't know. I don't know, because I can see it happening. That's the problem. As the Saints get a goal and Unai's not going to be happy in his pursuit of the golden boot. You would have noticed that our defence in the second half of the season has been nowhere near as good as it was in the first. We won't need the replay for that. And obviously Chelsea, I talked about before, I don't think Chelsea's record is ever going to get beaten. That incredible defensive record they set in Mourinho's first stint, with all those clean sheets, the fewest amount of goals conceded in a Premier League campaign. Petr Cech and his back line that season were as organised as I've probably ever seen. I don't think that's ever going to get beaten. As Nato curls in a beauty for his head. I think that's a record that will stand the test of the Premier League era. I can't see any team in history beating, any team in the future beating that. So the goal difference again could still well be a deciding factor. If Arsenal win their remaining 2 games and we win one and lose one, then the Gunners will win the title on goal difference, because unless we win that one of the 2 remaining games, either against Leicester or West Ham, as I said, I could have been win boys well done, by 10 goals to nil or something stupid, then we, no matter what happens, will finish up with a lower goal difference record than Arsenal. I can't... Look, Mark, I know what you're saying, bro. I know that Morton needs a rest, but I can't rest him in any of our games. He's too big for this season. But there we go. We're back to top of the table. We reclaim top spot. And again, we're 4 points away from the Premier League title. 1 win, 1 draw. It's all we need. Our final 2 games. West Ham away, going for Europa League place. Look, he's a great player, but I'm glad to know he won't be facing us. Declan Rice is suspended for that battle as well. And then Leicester at home on the final day, who I think will probably have no one to play for at that point. Arsenal's remaining fixtures, by the way, when I get to them, their 2 remaining games, Crystal Palace at home and Watford away, and those are going to be bankers. But before we turn our attention back to the Premier League, there's still the small matter of the Europa League semi-final second leg. It might not mean as much as it did last season, when of course we knew that the grand prize would not just be silverware but a Champions League place, because we've already guaranteed Champions League football for next year. But it is still a trophy. and it's still something we haven't won in the save yet. A trophy. Fucking hell. How have we not won a trophy yet after reaching 3 straight finals? Anyway, sorry, three finals in 4 years. Anyway, heading into the game, we are going to make a few changes on the back of the win against Southampton. We'll stick with the same tactical setup though, and this will be our lineup. Unai retains his place in goal, and the back four is the same, like Nuri, Big Chris, Johan Naras. Keita comes in though, alongside Forsby, with our wingers now being Traore on the left and Nato on the right, and Buendia supports Jimenez up top, who had a bit of a shocker away in Germany. But you don't score 15 goals in the Europa League and fire back to black blanks. Do ya? Well, let's hope not. On the bench, and you also don't get subbed off accidentally by the manager. Should be said as well in Raul's defence when I tried to sub off Buendia. That was so silly. On the bench, Henderson, McTominay, Williams, Ward-Prowse, without Trincao and Silva as well. Second and final game, and we need to overturn the deficit if we're to make it through to our second straight Europa League final. Come on, Wolves. You know, when I was doing the editing for the last episode and I watched that back, I couldn't believe how nonchalantly I subbed off Jimenez for Silva when, of course, I meant to take off Buendia. It was so callous, you know, like seriously, it's such a massive game in the season, and I was just like clicking and dragging and not even thinking about what I was doing as we have an early chance here with Max crossing, and a cross actually hits the post, and his second cross is blocked, and Mönchengladbach clear. I think we will score tonight, I do. I think we will get a goal, but Mönchengladbach could have had 3 in the first leg, and thankfully they only had the 1. So they will score tonight, and because of no away goals in Germany, that will put us in a very precarious position. So an early goal to do us the world of good. That's a brilliant ball by Samira, and now Nato down the right, crosses, Jimenez flicks on, Buendia knocks it back, Keita with the ball, fucking yes! And it's that man again! He's too good! I think Unai is going to win signing of the season due to all his golden gloves and how amazing he's been in between the sticks. Johan, as a wonder kid, is looking like he could be the best bargain we've pulled off in the save for a long time. But Max Aarons, only his second goal this season, but what he's done for us this year, he's been worth his weight in gold. Lovely little reverse ball by Keita as well, wasn't it, to pick him out, and Wolves take the lead. And 17 minutes in, we've got another highlight. And Buendia's found Nato. Molineu's a bit of a fortress, isn't it? Oh my god, come on! Look, I said Mönchengladbach will score tonight. Ginter, ball watching, Traore, ball striking. Bottom corner. Wolves up by 2 early on. Alright. Okay. Here we are. Half time. Mönchengladbach haven't had a sniff. We've played lockdown defence and we scored 2 goals. And as things stand, we're going through to the Europa League final. It's not bad, is it? I know I keep saying it, and I know I sound like a broken record whenever I do say it, but I talked about losing Ruben Neves, an elite midfielder, the best player in the team based on ability alone, and I said we'd be better without him. I don't think there's any denying that now. We're almost there. Well, Mönchengladbach are on the counter, and if they get themselves a goal, they're going through. Fucking hell! So, I mean, he saved it. But let's just say it was unconvincing. It almost gave me a bloody heart attack. Oh no! Oh, Raul! Mate, that would have wrapped it up. Fucking hell, Jimenez. Mate, come on now. You're better than that. 8 minutes. Oh my god. I'm going to make that final sub. And I'm going to bring on Silva. But it's primarily just to burn some clock. And I want him to pressing... I love a pressing forward in late game situations. I really do. It's one of those games where you just know there's going to be like 3 highlights in added time. You just can't... Oh, no. No. Oh, right, Nuri. Brilliant recovery block. 3 minutes of added time. Oh, no. I don't want a corner. I don't want a corner. Just... Look. Francisco. Bro. Oh, how to... I mean, I'm not going to say that was the substitution that got us to goal there, because I mean, I think Jimenez could have finished that. Pressing forward, advance forward, or complete forward, or any role you want. I think anyone's going to finish that chance, but hey, it's over. Fucking get in. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Come on. We lose in Germany. We failed to get the away goal. I talked about how crucial that could be, but some lockdown defence in this second leg gets us the win, along with 3 goals on the other end of the pitch as well. Aarons, Traore and Silva off the bench, and sure, we're staying in England and heading to London for the Europa League final. We got Bayer Leverkusen in it. Mark, bro, at this point you might as well stop telling me about it. I can't give him a rest, it's too important. Bayer Leverkusen, Europa League final, they got through Valencia. So we won't have a Spanish team in the final like last year, but we'll have our 3rd straight tie against the German side. And Leverkusen have some incredible talent, as we know. Jonathan Tah is still there. Rock at the back, as we know. Mark Rocha is there. Moving on from Bayern Munich. Okay. Axel Tuanzebe is there, interesting enough. Moving on from the Red Devils. He always moves on from Manchester United at some point. He's gone to Germany in this save. As we know, physically a brilliant defender. They've got Yusuf Poulsen, who's still there as well. Brilliant, brilliant striker. Yeah, I mean, it's a great team, isn't it? It's a really, really, really great team. They lost the wonder kid they had, but they've still got a tremendous amount of talent. And yeah, I'd say that's a balanced Europa League final, just like last year against Real Sociedad. Oh, who is that? Oh God, getting a bit hot under the collar here. Oh, that's a bloody good young player, isn't it? I'd say this is just like last year's Europa League final, as even as it gets. Very balanced indeed. And could go either way. But we're there, baby. We're back. Europa League final. Back to back. 4 points away from the title. Our 4th final in 5 seasons. Surely. This is the season we win something. I can just see it happening. Lose to West Ham or draw and then lose on the final day and then lose the Europa League final on penalties. I just see it happening. Surely not, FM. You can't be this cruel to me. Haven't I suffered enough? But that will end today's episode of the FM Reboot, guys. Big thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, if you had, then please do drop a like. I'm just imagining it in my mind, you know. Have a fantastic day. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the 12th episode of Season 5. The final 2 Premier League games against West Ham away and Leicester at home. Or if we pick up 4 points from 6, we're Premier League champions. No pressure. Have a great day. Much love. I'll see you for very soon.